Okay guys, in this video I will talk about the composite construction. Nowadays you must have seen that in many modern multi-storied buildings when the construction is going on, you can see that the beams are made of steel and the deck is composed of concrete. Okay, though in this picture the concrete is not visible because it's yet to be laid. Okay, and also in case of a bridge construction you must have seen that the joist or the girders are composed of steel, and after that concrete are placed over this formwork. Okay, and this type of construction where two different materials are involved but they actually act like a single entity, okay, is known as composite construction. So this video is all about composite construction, and if you're new to this channel, please do subscribe and also don't forget to press the bell icon so that in future you can be benefited. Okay, so let's start. So at the very first I would like to take example from two different structures. First one is the bridge one. Okay, and here you can see this is the pier and this is the girder, this is the girder, and this is the deck. Okay, now if I simply cut any particular section, it looks like a T-beam. Okay, and here you can see this is the deck of course, and this one is the girder, correct? And this is also applicable for this roof slab where this is the slab and this are the beam. Okay, again if you cut any particular section you can say that it looks like this one. Okay, and here you can see that any particular middle beam is look like a T-beam. Okay, and in any type of T-beam, whether it is in case of bridge or in case of a simply our roof slab, the topmost part or this green part is under compression, agree, and this yellow part or the bottom part is under tension. Okay, so now you have got an idea about the force coming at different part of this component. Okay, so in any T-beam this topmost part is in compression and bottommost part is in tension. So what is the big deal? Why do we need the composite construction? Okay, so in case of this concrete construction, what are the backlogs? Simply they are not that much durable compared to composite construction. And also in this type of single material construction, the material utilization is not 100%. Not only that, the pace of construction or the time required for this type of construction is also large compared to the composite construction. Now why? Okay, you know that concrete is very much good in compression, agree, but it is very much poor under tension. Contrary, steel is good in tension but it is poor under compression. Okay, so what if we replace all this compressed material by concrete only? Okay, we will use only concrete for compression because concrete is good under compression, but in case of any tensioned material we will use only steel. Okay, so here we will replace all this roof beam or this girder, concrete girder, this girder, okay, by steel, and also this one by steel. Okay, so now it has become a composite girder where we are using all this compressed material as concrete and all this tension material by steel. Okay, and here it looks like this. Here you can see that we have replaced the concrete roof beam by this steel joist or I section. So definitely you need at least 7 days to cast a beam, concrete beam, to gain its strength, but you can erect any steel beam within a single hour. Okay, not only that, as this is made of steel and this whole zone is under tension, you can utilize this material more economically, correct? And as the deck is under compression, let's use concrete. Okay, so this is the concept or the fundamentals behind the composite construction. Now here you can see this particular stud, and also here you can see this stud. Why these studs are used? Okay, you have understood about the use of concrete at this top zone. You have understood about the use of steel under this bottom zone. Now why do you need to use this type of stud? Okay, let's try to understand. When you are using this as concrete and this is as steel, okay, it's okay, but once you have applied your load, what will happen? They will deform separately. As a result, here you can see there is a slippage. Okay, and also in this end you can see the slippage. That means they are not acting monolithically. So what you have to do, you have to simply connect them by some shear keys or shear stud, whatever you can call, so that there is no such slippage. Here you can see that there is no slippage. There is no slippage. So this is the function of this shear stud. Correct? This is the function of this shear stud. Okay, so you have got the idea about using of steel material in tension zone, concrete material in the compression zone, as well as the use of this shear stud. Okay, so now let's see, after the use of composite construction method, how a bridge construction looks like. Okay, so this is the joist we have used instead of concrete beam. Okay, then we have placed this stud. Okay, then we will place this concrete as decking material, and finally it will looks like this. Okay, in real cases, here is the joist. You can see this is the joist, and we have already placed the stud to resist the slippage between steel and concrete, and after that we will place our concrete. Okay, here the concrete has not been placed yet. Now let's look into the case of a simply roof slab of any building. Okay, so we have placed first this steel roof beam, then we have placed this stud. Okay, then this concrete. Now here you can see there is a special material. Okay, now you know that to cast any concrete we need a formwork. Okay, so to cast any type of concrete we need any type of formwork, maybe in the form of plywood, maybe in the form of steel plate, whatever it is. Okay, so it has some cost, but after casting you have to remove this once this concrete gains its strength. Correct? So let's use some permanent formwork. Okay, so this is the permanent trapezoidal steel formwork. And what is the benefit? The benefit is that it will impart the tensile strength under the bottom of this concrete slab. So the reinforcement requirement for this slab will be reduced. Okay, in actual cases it looks like this. Here you can see that these two guys are actually placing this permanent formwork, okay, above this steel beam, and once this formwork has been placed and also this stud has been placed, they will start to place this concrete over this permanent formwork. Okay, so that's all about composite construction, and if you like this video, please don't forget to share it.